Peter Pan and Elijah's Brave Adventure in Neverland. Once upon a time, in the quiet town of Mellonest, there lived a young boy named Elijah. Elijah was 6 years old and loved bedtime stories with great adventures. One night, as he was getting ready for bed, something magical happened. The moonlight shimmered through his window and cast a sparkling glow on his bedspread. Suddenly, out of the sparkling light, appeared a boy who could fly. It was none other than Peter Pan. "Hello, Elijah," Peter said with a wide grin. "Would you like to come to Neverland with me? There are so many adventures waiting for us." Elijah's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Yes, please," he exclaimed, already imagining all the fun and thrilling experiences that awaited him. Peter Pan sprinkled some magic dust over Elijah and, in no time, they were flying out of the window and into the starry night sky. As they soared through the clouds, Peter told Elijah all about Neverland. "It's a magical place where you can have endless adventures. But you must remember, Elijah, bravery and friendship are the most important things you will need on our journey." Elijah nodded eagerly, determined to be the bravest friend Peter had ever met. When they reached Neverland, Elijah was amazed. The land was filled with lush green forests, sparkling rivers, and towering mountains. There were mermaids in the lagoons, fairies in the gardens, and pirates sailing the seas. It was the most magical place Elijah had ever seen. Peter introduced Elijah to his best friend, Tinkerbell, a tiny fairy with a big heart. Tinkerbell welcomed Elijah with a warm smile and a sprinkle of fairy dust. "Welcome to Neverland, Elijah," she said, twinkling brightly. "I can't wait to show you around." Tinkerbell and Peter led Elijah to a beautiful meadow where they had a picnic. They enjoyed delicious strawberry shortcake, Peter's favorite dessert, and shared stories about their adventures. Elijah felt like he had known Peter and Tinkerbell forever. As the sun began to set, Peter told Elijah about Captain Hook, his enemy. Captain Hook is a fearsome pirate who always tries to cause trouble. "We must be on our guard and always be brave," Peter warned. Elijah felt a mix of excitement and apprehension. He had read about Captain Hook in stories, but now he was going to face him in real life. The next day, Peter took Elijah to Mermaid Lagoon. They played with the friendly mermaids who showed them their underwater world. Elijah marveled at the colorful fish and coral reefs. But their fun was interrupted by the sound of a ship's horn. It was Captain Hook's ship, the Jolly Roger. Peter, Tinkerbell, and Elijah hurried to hide as the pirates disembarked. They watched as Captain Hook shouted orders to his crew, searching for Peter Pan. Peter turned to Elijah and whispered, "We must be brave and think of a plan to stop him." Elijah thought for a moment and then had an idea. "What if we trick Captain Hook into thinking that there is treasure hidden in the Cave of Wonders? We can lead him there and then rescue the captured lost boys while he's distracted." "That's a brilliant idea, Elijah," Peter exclaimed. They quickly set their plan in motion. Tinkerbell used her fairy dust to create a trail leading to the Cave of Wonders, and Peter and Elijah spread rumors among the pirates about the hidden treasure. When Captain Hook heard about the treasure, he couldn't resist. "All hands on deck," he yelled. "We're going to the Cave of Wonders." As the pirates followed the trail, Peter, Tinkerbell, and Elijah sneaked onto the Jolly Roger to rescue the lost boys. Using Peter's flying skills, Tinkerbell's fairy dust, and Elijah's quick thinking, they managed to free the lost boys. Just as they were about to leave the ship, Captain Hook returned, realizing he had been tricked. "You won't escape this time, Peter Pan," Captain Hook roared, brandishing his hook. Peter, Elijah, and Tinkerbell stood their ground. "Elijah, remember to be brave," Peter said. Elijah nodded and took a deep breath. With newfound courage, Elijah stepped forward. "Captain Hook, we aren't afraid of you," he declared. Peter and the lost boys cheered, and even Tinkerbell sparkled more brightly. Captain Hook was taken aback by Elijah's bravery. Seeing his hesitation, Peter seized the moment. "Let's go, everyone," he shouted. They flew off the ship and back to safety, leaving Captain Hook fuming with anger. That night, as they gathered around a campfire, Peter praised Elijah for his bravery. "You were amazing, Elijah. You showed true courage and friendship today." Elijah beamed with pride. He had faced his fears and proved that even the smallest among them could be the bravest. Peter, Tinkerbell, and the Lost Boys celebrated with more strawberry shortcake, singing songs and sharing stories. Elijah felt a warm sense of belonging and knew he had made friends for life. As the night wore on, Peter noticed Elijah yawning. "It's time to take you back home," he said gently. Elijah nodded, feeling a bit sad that his adventure was coming to an end. But he knew that he would always carry the memories and lessons he had learned in Neverland. Peter and Tinkerbell flew Elijah back to his bedroom in Mellonest. "Remember, Elijah," Peter said as they said their goodbyes. "Bravery and friendship are the keys to any adventure. And whenever you need us, just look out your window and we'll be there." Elijah hugged his new friends tightly. "Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Tinkerbell. I'll never forget our adventure." With that, Peter and Tinkerbell flew off into the night, leaving a trail of sparkling fairy dust behind them. Elijah climbed into bed, feeling happy and content. As he drifted off to sleep, he dreamt of flying through the skies of Neverland, his heart full of bravery and friendship. He knew that as long as he believed in himself and the power of true friends, he could face any challenge that came his way. And so, with the gentle glow of the moonlight and the promise of more adventures to come, Elijah peacefully fell asleep, ready to dream of his next great adventure.
Created by a kid and their parent using Talebot, click the link in the video description to create your own story.